What is up, DW Nation? It is that time of week again where I dive into my top 10 performers of the week. It's a big week this week. We have the go home for NXT's TakeOver Vengeance Day. So, of course, with a lot going on, we saw the Dusty Cup continuation. We also saw the Rated R Superstar have a really, really busy week as he was across all of the WWE brands. And we also saw Beach break at AEW. So let's go ahead and dive into this week's top 10. I'm Kevin Jones of Disciples of Wrestling, and let's get down to it. So to start off my power ranking at number 10, I have Mr. Rey Fenix. In a losing effort against the team of the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega, Rey Fenix just outshined everybody like usual, proving to the world why he is the number one top high flyer in the world. And he just did his thing. Overall, he made a huge impact and probably the biggest impact in the whole match. Just cleaning house and really displaying his high flying athleticism. But unfortunately, his team lost, and unfortunately, he was the one that got pinned. And that's why he dropped to my number 10. So my number 9 is actually the team that pinned Rey Fenix, the Good Brothers. They had a very big week when they picked up the win against Rey Fenix, hitting the Magic Killer to get a huge win for themselves and for Kenny Omega as they're about to defend their Impact Tag Championships against the team of Private Party at the next Impact pay-per-view. But also they were quite busy earlier in the night in the Tag Team Battle Royal as they interfered and actually helped the Private Party get eliminated from the match. And they also didn't really mean it, but we don't really know. We'll find out in the future time. They end up getting the other half of the Young Bucks eliminated as well with Nick Jackson. But overall, very busy week for the Good Brothers, and they clinched number 9. At number 8, we have Legato del Fantasma, Joaquin Wilde, and Mr. Mendoza. They had a huge week advancing in the Dusty Cup as they took on the Lucha House Party in a classic, no pun intended. They had a huge match where they displayed their luchador ability as they even go for the ground and pound attack. They did a very good job of displaying their dominance and continuing on to end up wrestling next week the team of MSK. At number 7, Mr. Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, the Dirty Dogs. They had a good week on SmackDown this past week as they took on the tag team of the Alpha Academy with Chad Gable and Otis. They did a very good job of isolating Otis when they saw that he was going to be a big problem throughout the match and really capitalized Chad Gable. Now, this is huge because as SmackDown Tag Team Champions, it's very, very important to keep on winning, keep on adding wins, to the win column. And it's a huge deal, and I'm glad to see that they're actually treating and elevating Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode to their respective areas as the Tag Team Champions. At number 6, I have the newly formed tag team of Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher. They have made their impact be felt in this Dusty Cup, coming in as a substitute team and then just making waves, collecting their second win and a very, very big win, might I add, against the Undisputed Era this past week. And they're looking like the odds-on favorites. They're going up against the Grizzled Young Veterans coming up this week, but they made their impact be felt and be known with a huge win against the Undisputed Era, and they clinched my number 6 spot. At number 5, I have Mr. Cesaro. The guy just keeps winning. There's nothing I can do about it. Another big win against Daniel Bryan. Unfortunately, it was Daniel, but it was a phenomenal match. He even got a little cut on the side of his head and bleeding a little bit. But he continuously keeps winning, like I said, keep adding momentum to their name. And who knows, we might see a championship opportunity later on down the line. But until then, much respect to this man at the number 5 spot. At number 4, Santos Escobar. He continues to keep retaining his championship, ladies and gentlemen. Another huge title defense for him as he took on Kurt Stallion. And this guy is just dominant. He is he's just a superhero in the Cruiserweight division. Can't nobody beat him. Can't nobody touch him. And as we see, Karrion Kross is looking to add him to his next hit list. But Santos Escobar is just not phased. He's going in confident, and I can't wait to see when these two actually collide, because it's looking like they're not going to pull this trigger right away. But I'm very, very excited and intrigued to see where the next step is. At number 3, Big E. He had a huge week this past week on SmackDown as he successfully defended his IC Championship in a triple threat match against Apollo Crews and Mr. Sami Zayn. And it was a phenomenal match where he just showed everyone why he's the rightful holder of the IC Championship. And I mean, I can't argue with him. This man's just showing the power of positivity and showing what it can do at a very, very high level. And I can't wait to see what's next and who's going to challenge him next. At my number 2 spot, I have the Inner Circles, MJF and Chris Jericho. They continuously keep winning as well. They picked up a huge win, making themselves the number 1 contenders for the AEW World Tag Team Championships at Revolution to go against the Young Bucks. They picked up this huge win, but did it cause dissension in the Inner Circle? I think we'll find this out sooner than later. But until then, they keep adding these wins to the win column, and you're going to keep seeing them more often. My number 2, MJF and Chris Jericho, ladies and gentlemen. And now at number 1, he had a huge week this past week, and you know who it is. The rated R superstar, the ultimate opportunist, Edge. Yes, he showed himself across all 3 brands this past week, on Raw, on NXT, and on Friday Night SmackDown, showing everyone that he doesn't mind looking at each top champion and really weighing his options. He showed up on Raw, let Drew McIntyre know that he should be looking at Edge as a bigger threat than what he is, instead of just showing him respect as a mentor. On NXT, he let Finn Balor know that yes, NXT brought the fire back in my heart and the passion back for wrestling. But I've never had this NXT championship match, and who knows, your match against Pete Dunne might help me make my decision. And on SmackDown, he let everyone know that SmackDown is his rightful home. He has been holding that brand down for the last few years, actually, when he was very, very active in the WWE. But the tribal chief ended up having interference from KO, so we never really got a true answer from Edge. But who knows? There's no telling what the Ultimate Opportunist is going to do, and I can't wait to see what he keeps doing. And he also, let's not get ourselves ahead of, let's backtrack a little bit, He did have a big win against Randy Orton this past week in the main event of Raw. So, like I said, Edge has been very, very active this week. I can't wait to see what he keeps doing, because now knowing that he's a regular, we know we're going to be seeing ourselves a lot of Edge very, very soon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was my power ranking for the week. If you guys feel like I'm missing people out, definitely let me know. Hit up that comment section and let me know some superstars that really caught you guys' eyes that I forgot and left out this past week. We saw a lot going on and we saw a lot of moving pieces, so it's very, very easy that I could have missed somebody. But you already know what time it is. If you guys like the video, don't be afraid to hit that thumbs up button. If you guys want to keep up with the content that we're going to keep putting out, definitely hit that subscribe button and maybe hit that notification button too. And also, if you want to just let people know what you guys are big fans of, don't be afraid to hit that share button and share us out to your friends that love wrestling. And also, stay tuned. We got DW Top 5 coming up for this week tomorrow, where Jordan dives into his top 5 matches for the week. But until next time, I'm Kevin Jones, and that's wrestling.